This demonstration focuses on functionality for day-to-day system users. Discover just how easy it is to set up and edit templates. Then begin adding text and images. See how to block certain content to ensure authors work within set parameters, and see the time-saving approvals process. Once logged in, we firstly select the document we want to work on from the product library by clicking on the spyglass control. From the document management screen, you can see a full breakdown of the sections in this prospectus. So in this example of a postgraduate prospectus, the document is broken down into the front section, the subject A to Z section, research A to Z, and the back section. You can use the drop-downs to drill down even further into each section. So in this example, you can see the subject area, Accounting and Finance. And within Accounting and Finance, there are programs. The number of programs differ according to which section you're in. So to view a specific program page, you can click on the spyglass control. Or you can click on the spyglass control next to the subject area to view the section in its entirety. Or we can create a new page. Let's start with that. Firstly, we can give our new page a name, and then we apply some templates to that page using the drop-down menu that appears. With each template, we need to ensure there is a left and right-hand page template applied to each program page. The templates are defined by designers during the system setup and configuration and can be labeled according to your institution. When we submit, you'll see that the new page has dropped into the relevant section. You can move the page. For example, if you want to make it the last page within that section, you just move it using the drag and drop control seen here. Before you can start editing a page, you need to set an approval chain. Firstly, click on the portrait control. Here you can see the system is set to 4 approval levels. This is configured to your requirements, so we can reduce or add approval levels as required. For the demo, the first level is for the first set of authors, so in this case we'll input marketing. The second level would be assigned to a school or faculty. The third level will be assigned to the designers to take an overview. And the fourth level is the editor. Once you're happy with your selection, you click Submit to save the approval chain you've just created. Now to view the document, click on the spyglass and you'll see the document template. To edit the document, click into an editable area shown here as a colored block. You can start creating an entirely new copy by inputting into these blocks. In this example, there's the intro copy, the body copy, and the key facts section. Depending on what template's been selected, these blocks will be different and are configured as per client requirements. You can copy content in from Word. Copy and paste the content into the editor and it will strip out the formatting. Or if the page content exists in another prospectus or document, you can copy the content across. Firstly, you select the document you want to copy from using the drop-down menu. In this case, the undergraduate prospectus for 2013. You then use the drop-downs to find the page you require. Then simply click Copy. This populates the page and we can close the window. Now you can see that all the relevant details have been copied across to the defined section. Now we need to save changes. You can see that the page has now populated. At the bottom of the page, a truncated symbol will appear if there's too much copy in this page. The template can either be amended to fit, or the author can reduce the amount of copy input. This will be dependent on the client's rules applied. Now we can download the page to preview it in a larger format without the colored blocks, or we can download a PDF of the page to save or print. Back on the page, you can see the yellow blocks are the editable areas. Anything not in the yellow box, such as Accounting and Finance, is not editable. It's part of the locked template. Templates are created to suit each client. Anything can be editable. We just need to establish what permissions you want to set. To make amendments, click the editable area and make the changes in the required text block. You can format the text, such as making the text bold, putting it in italics, and adding bullet points. When we receive the templates, we'll input each of the styles for each heading type. For example, this is heading 1. This is heading 3. This is paragraph. You have a range of styles to choose from the drop-down menu. You can also spell check. Paste content from Word and insert a line break. So if a page has perhaps 3 columns and you want to move copy from the first column to the second, you can insert a line break. You can also insert symbols, apply page referencing and view the HTML code of the text block. Once you're happy with your changes, click Save and Return. When we then download the page, you can see that the text changes have been made. The bold has been applied. The system offers full version control, which allows us to see what changes have been made. The version tracker will show all versions to date. Click on the version you want to view. Select the text block and you'll see the details that have been added. If we go back to the section page we were creating and editing and delete the text we added, again you'll see the page has been updated. When we go back into version control and click on the previous version, you can see the text is now red and crossed out, which indicates it's been deleted. The blocks on the page are color-coded according to its status. At the bottom of the page, there's a key to show what status each color represents. Yellow means the page hasn't yet been submitted for approval. The blocks turn blue when they've been submitted for approval. If the changes are approved, they turn green. And if the page is rejected, the blocks turn red. Now we're going to submit this page for approval, activating the approval chain set up earlier. You'll see the blocks have turned blue now that we've submitted the page for approval. Now we'll look at a different section where we can see how images are added and edited. Again, we drill down using the drop-downs to find the page we want to edit, and then click on the spyglass control to view the page. You'll see in this section we have images on the page. To edit the image, click on the yellow block which denotes an editable area. Click into the page and you can edit the content of the text block as we saw earlier. To change or edit the image, scroll down and click on the image. You can see there's 292 images in this library. We can either scroll down to view the images or we can click the arrow to create more images. Click on the image you want to use and click Select. With the new image in place, we now simply save the page. Now we click on Download Page to view the page. We can see the image is far too large, so we'll crop the image to fit that size block. Go back into the editable area, scroll down to the image and select Crop. You can then create a cropped view of the image, adjusting it accordingly and then saving it. This will save it as a new version of the image. It won't overwrite the original. We then save the page. Now when we download the page, you can see the image has been cropped and replaced. Once we're happy with the page, we can submit it for approval. The blocks turn blue to denote it's been submitted for approval. The approval process was defined earlier, and now we'll log out and log back in as an approver in the chain to see that process in action. This will show the approval process that was created for the Accounting and Finance page earlier. The relevant approver would have received an automated email to alert them that approval is required. The email will confirm which page is awaiting approval. You can see from the controls that day-to-day users only have the functionality to view pages. They don't get to delete, add, or move pages. When the approver views the page, the blocks are color-coded blue to show it was submitted for approval. The approver has options to either approve the section or reject the section, download a page PDF, or just download a page in a larger format. The approver needs to choose whether to approve or reject the section. If the approver chooses to reject, they can add comments explaining the reasons for the rejection.